and we'll get going. I have my brother sitting here watching. You can't see him, so I'm like on the spot tonight. I got to do really well. Okay, so girls, we talked about our why, right? We talked about the importance of doing this business and, you know, what it meant for ourselves and our families and our team and the ability to help other people. I think that was, you know, one of the most important things that we accomplished during our call. We also talked about time, commitment, distractions, and just getting shit, you know, out of the way and keeping a nice, clean area, a nice, beautiful space so that you can focus on the task at hand. And then we talked about some daily activities, some important activities that, you know, we have to do as business owners, right? Because when you're working for yourself and you don't have to answer to Mr. Jones, you know, you have to keep yourself in line. And it's that daily discipline, that daily action, that daily productivity that's really going to help your business thrive. So just a quick reminder of some of our basic activities. So for me, those activities are posting on Instagram, getting more followers, attracting more people, bringing them to my Facebook, making 5 to 10 new Facebook friends every day, joining groups, being proactive, posting on Facebook 3 to 5 times a day, using our Facebook system, Motivational Monday, Transformation Tuesdays and Thursdays, Wellness Wednesdays, Freedom Fridays. I'm always looking in my back office to see how much I need for my next cycle, right? And I'm also looking at my downline so I can encourage and inspire people. I want to say, oh my God, Dawn, holy shit, you're like 600 BV from hitting your 5-cycle bonus. You know, you're going to get an extra $250. They're brand new. They don't know a cycle from a bicycle. It's your job to really look at their account and say, hey, Em, it's, you know, day 5, let's get on a call, let's talk about cleansing, or hey, Patricia, your auto ship is coming out, make sure that, you know, you're ready. You have to be doing a lot of the hand holding. But if you do just the right amount of hand holding to where you make someone who's knowledgeable, that knowledgeable person is going to go off and help their teammates, right? Like Christine is doing with Dawn, like Lisa's doing with Donna. You know, the better you are at helping someone, the better they will be at reaching down and helping others. So see my downline reports, who I can help, posting daily in 5 groups, supporting the people on our team page. I'm always in our cleanse group, posting products, giving shout outs, posting, yay, you know, you're doing fabulous. Having 3 to 5 new prospect conversations a day. This is important, folks. If you're not speaking to new prospects, you're not growing your business. So it's about sharing your story. It's about talking with people. And you also want to be having at least 3 follow-ups a day, right? Because people are not going to say no on the first shot. It's important for you to have a thorough list. You can't rely on Messenger to, you know, to look back and say, oh, I spoke to this one. You need to have a list of who you spoke to, when you spoke to them, what their objection was, and continue to follow up until. So I spend at least 30 to 60 minutes on personal development every single day. I listen to a podcast. I read 10 pages in a book. And I also go to the gym and do some kind of physical activity every day. I think it's important for your mind to be, I don't know, I feel like after you get out of the gym, you kind of want to punch people a little less. You know, you come out of the gym and you're happy and hyper and energetic and you feel good. And I think that good flow of energy is the exact state of mind that you need to be having conversations with people. If you're feeling funky, you're not going to be able to give the best version of you to others, right? And we're all in the health and wellness business. So we want to be healthy. We want to feel great. And it's not about size. It's about feeling good and helping others do the same. So these are some of the things that we want to be doing on a daily basis. We talked about going to our business site, Isagenix Business, and really it's like if you're going to pass chemistry, you got to pick up the chemistry book. You got to read it from cover to cover. Your company's business website is the most valuable thing. Each night you want to go through one tab, you want to keep a little notebook, and you want to document, because as you're writing notes, as you're, taking things that stick out in your mind, these are things that are going to stay with you in your business, and you'll be able to teach that to other people, which is so valuable. Three-way phone calls, for me, is the bloodline of my business. It's the lifeline of my business. In the beginning, I would do about 5 to 10 three-way phone calls with someone. And when I felt they were good enough, I would watch them do a couple phone calls until they were good enough to do them solo. But, I've kind of learned that even if they are great at three-way phone calls, even if they are great at closing, that three-way phone call is not so much for them. It's great to teach a person the skills and how to handle objections, but it's three-way phone calls are awesome. I mean, if you're not enrolling 8 people a month and you're putting in those conversations, you might want to try three-ways, because they really bring another party into the call. They bring validity. They bring credibility. 2 is always more fun. So I'm always doing three-way phone calls. I don't need them for my initial call because I'm a pretty good enroller, but on that 5-day phone call, I always use them because it ignites someone. It gets them excited. You get somebody else talking about the business, the vision, how this program changed their life, right? You don't know what the person assumes about you. Right? They might look at you and say, oh, she's good. She doesn't need any help. Or, oh, come on, Donna, you don't need any money. Or, Jade, yeah, right, you've been athletic your whole life. You don't know the stupid, assumptions that people make about you. So when you get someone else on that 5-day phone call and, you're both cheering them on and you're like, you're doing great. I mean, can you imagine just 5 short days ago, you weren't sure if you were going to be a success, and look at you now, 5 pounds down, feeling great. Let's start sharing this. And now you have 2 people talking about the possibility of sharing, right? Because it's not just about the physical transformation. It's about helping people with a financial transformation. Because you can be gorgeous and you can be in a size 2, but if you're broke, you're still not okay. You're stressed, you're unhappy. Stress leads to eating. I mean, you want to help people physically and financially. There brings me no greater joy than helping somebody lose 15 pounds and make $600 in their first month. That makes me happy, because number one, I know that most women put themselves last. Always. Well, my son needs this and my daughter needs that, and my husband, his tire blew out. We don't have money this month. But if I could show you how to make $600 in your first month, where you can not only pay for your products for month 2, but you can cover the expense of month 1, you're never going to lose that client. Just statistics show that just getting a client to cycle one time will increase the probability of them staying on another month by 90%. We don't want to keep that financial portion of it a secret. It's not. It's important. So yesterday we discussed simple systems. We discussed creating leads, how to handle objections. I think by now we realize that we all have to deal with objections. It's a part of the business, and we're not going to get burnt out by it, scared of it, shy away from it. It's a normal part of this. What I want you guys to do is really roadmap and plan to get to your next level. So if you Google roadmap to executive, there is going to be this form. And I love this form because I take it out and I fill in 10 names. Who do I want? And I think about the people who I want on my team. This is your executive. This is your board of executives. These are your superstars, right? Who's loyal? Who's trustworthy? Who's honest? Who's caring? Who's passionate? Who would give the shirt off her back? Who loves helping people, right? These are all the qualities that I'm thinking of. Not who's big or small or short or tall or who's looking for a detox. I'm looking for my all-star NBA team. These are the superstars that I want with me. And I'm going to call these people and I'm going to tell them why. I'm going to be like, Dom, you are authentic. You are honest. You're a giver. You're kind. You know how to talk to people. I think you and your wife would benefit from this dramatically. Let's get on a call. Let's talk about this. And now I feel that because I've been consistent and because I've created that income, more and more people are coming to me, not just for the weight loss, but more for the opportunity too. Right? And that will happen to you with every rank advancement that you have, right? We celebrated Donna going consultant on Facebook. Yay! One person inquired, right? Somebody inquired and somebody said, whoa, I like what you're doing. What are you doing? Right? With every rank advancement, I promise you guys, when you hit Crystal Director and we're like, whoa, $750, she just hit the 3rd rank in our company. People are going to say, what are you doing? So you have to celebrate everything. You know, when I have a client who loses weight, I immediately tag them and post their results. Congratulations to my friend Joe who just dropped 5 pounds. He's not even a week in. You know, I'm putting it out there quick because I want Joe's friends to see. I want to get Joe paid as soon as possible. Number 1, I want a lifelong customer. Number 2, I want to help this guy who's working his ass off at night. You know? So don't be afraid of the financial part and really start visualizing, start mapping out who are your 10 superstars. And I do this quarterly because every quarter I'm looking for a new team of rock stars. You know, Lisa's doing great. I don't have to hold her hand anymore. She knows what she needs to do. I am scratching her name off that list and I'm putting somebody else. Who else do I want? You know, you're constantly looking for your champion team. That's what it is. Right? How stoked are you, Lisa, that you have Donna and you have Karen with you, right? You're looking for more firecrackers like them. You know, that's when it gets fun, when you have your friends doing this and your family doing this. And, you know, you have this great crew of people and you're watching them succeed. And really, it brings no greater joy than to know that people are really doing it and doing amazing at it. So plan your map to executive. Think about your directors. Think about your boardroom table, the kind of people that you want sitting there. We talked about connecting. You know, this is not about the sale. This is about just being a great connector, making friends, trying different things, being open to say yes. If you're getting your eyebrows waxed every 2 weeks, you know what? I challenge you to go get them threaded next month. Try different things. You know what I mean? Just be open to saying yes, right? Just be open to saying yes, joining groups, being proactive, making conversations. And don't always have Isagenix at the forefront of your brain. Just worry about making friends. Who can I help? Who can I connect to? So getting people paid. I want to get people paid on my team as fast as possible. So I have a little system for that. And it's called the 5 simple touches, right? Because if someone's coming to you for the weight loss and you're going to be like, bleh, money, let's get you money, let's get you paid, you know, people are going to be like, whoa, why is she pulling a switcheroo on me right now? She is scaring me and it's too much, right? So I want to be like, you know, like when you see a little squirrel, you don't just throw the nut at it. You hold the nut. You're like, hey, come here, squirrel. Here's a little nut. You got to be gentle. Am I still frozen? So. Let me see if I can shut the Wi-Fi off and go on the landline. Is that better, Irina? Not good? No? Okay, hold on. Bandwidth. Oh, Lord. That's what you get for living in the burbs. Okay, let me see if I can log in from my phone. Still not good? Am I okay now? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I shut the Wi-Fi off. But here's the simple system that I have. When I first get someone's credit card and I'm about to enroll them for the products, what I say to them is, look, you're going to lose weight. You've got one of three options. Either A, I would be happy to take your referral when people start noticing. B, I would be happy to show you how to get your products for free. Or C, if time and money were of no issue, what can I help you with the most? Do you have bills? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a car payment? Something that you're struggling with that I can help you take care of? And I just be quiet and listen to their answer. And if they say, well, no, I'd rather just give you the referral, I say, all right, well, just think about it. Just keep that in mind that when you sponsor two people, you're going to get either $370 or $150, depending on what pack you start them with. And just think about this. When you find two friends and they find two friends, that's four friends that you're getting paid on, you know, for doing a quarter of the work. So just keep that in mind. And that I want to present that to them right away. It's 5% of the 95% of the conversation. Not too much, not overwhelming, but I do mention it. Once they receive their box, this is touch 2, and I walk them through their shake days. I want to say to them after their shake days, start thinking of who you know. Nikki, I will tag you. This is called the 5 simple touches, the 5 contacts, and it's in our leadership group, but I will put it in our 5-day business group as well. But in our, on the shake days, I say to them, girl, your friends are going to be pissed because you are going to lose 15 pounds. You're going to do amazing. So start thinking of who you know. Who do you know? What 2 people do you know that are tired, that want to feel better? Can you give me 2 names? And usually they would. And then by day 5, I get them on a call. I get them on a call with Vicky, with Sophia, with Ed, with anyone who's going to share their story and get them excited and not just talk about their weight loss story, but how incredible they felt after cleanse days and what they've done with their life in a short time with our company. That's a big deal. And then they're like, wait, you earned 6 figures staying home with your kids doing this? So now the person is thinking. And on day 8, which is the 4th touch, 5-day phone call is the 3rd touch. The 4th touch is Facebook posting. And I want to say, you know what? You lost 7 pounds. You did amazing. If I write something up for you, are you willing to post it? And most of the time they say yes. So I give them a few rules, few simple tips. And again, I keep this in my notes. Remember, we talked about notes and reminders because I don't want to keep typing the same stuff over and over. But I give them just a quick, brief, after watching my friend Angela go from a size 12 to a size 4, I decided to give her nutritional cleansing program a shot. I'm excited to say that while most people are packing on the holiday pounds, I lost 7. And then tag me, is what I tell them. Don't mention Isagenix. Don't answer questions publicly. When people ask you what you're doing, simply reply to each comment. I will inbox you. This generates more curiosity. Once you inbox them, be busy, be in a hurry to take it offline. I'm walking my dog. I'm bringing the kids to school. I'm busy at work. Let me know what time you're free and what number I should call you on, and I'll get my friend Angie on the phone with us because I'm still kind of new. That's it. That's it. You're helping someone put up a post, generate curiosity, and then you were there with them to do those 3-way phone calls. But if you can get that person to consultant quickly, right, and teach them to do the same for their 2 people, now they've made $600 to $820 within their first month. I mean, that's a big deal. Nobody ever gave me $800 for losing weight. You want to be systemized. So many people are so gung-ho about helping people lose weight, but this is a 2-part system. Here's what happens, right? You help someone lose weight, they don't get their products paid for, they say too much, there's next. BV goes down. You help the next person lose weight, they lose weight, next, they go away. You help somebody, I mean, you're building a residual income. This is not a factory line where you stamp one, then they go, stamp another, then they go. It's not designed to be this way. It is designed to be you plus 2, have them find 2, have them find 2, have them find 2. Nobody ever told you to enroll 600. You don't have to enroll 600. But you've got to find two who are going to find two who are going to find two. That's the beauty of this compensation plan, is that it goes all the way down, you know? So spend time on that. Spend time on that portion. Too many people are very quick to cleanse code, shake days, cleanse days. You lost 7 pounds by week 2. We've lost interest and we've moved on to the next. This is not a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, this is not you bring them out on a date and, you know, good night, baby. It's like, you know, this is about you're courting someone, you're working with them, you're casting the vision, you're pouring your greatness, your belief into them, right? And I think the people that you're the closest with, that you're the friendliest with, that you have the best relationship with, those are the ones that grow. Because they've listened to you, they believe in you, you're coaching them, you're being a leader to them. Don't be so quick to give up on someone if they're not having great results right away. It takes time. Not everybody's going to bang out 7 pounds their first week, 5 pounds their next week. Not everybody is going to have an incredible product experience where they're like, oh my God, I love this, I want to tell everyone. Not everyone is like that. You know, if you are, you're unique. Some people takes time, takes love, takes nurturing, takes your patience and compassion. But when you have someone, you've got the possibility of finding two. You want to help that person find two. And for me, the biggest point of attack is on day 7, because they're never going to get such great results like they did on that week 1. They're never going to have such high excitement like they did on week 1. So if you're not asking them to go ahead and post their incredible results on Facebook by week 1, you are losing a golden opportunity to get that person to share and to get yourself visible to another market of 900 new people. Do you guys know what I mean? That day 5 excitement call and that day 8 to me is probably 2 of the strongest things in my business. So getting people paid, understanding the comp plan. I did a comp plan video. What I tell you is that you don't have to know it all. You don't need to know the whole compensation plan. Follow the tracks to run on. ACMDE. If you are an A, associate, get to C, consultant. Then you learn about everything that comes with C, being a consultant, opening up the doors for residual income, you know, left side, right side. Once you're a consultant, that's when you want to get to M. Crystal M, manager, is an extra $250, and you got 60 days to do that. Once you get to manager, you learn everything you can about that level, right? So hang on, I see a question. I'm going to get to it in 1 second. Once you get to manager, then you'll find out that there's great holiday bonus pools. Once you go from manager to director, you want to research. I mean, as consultant, I didn't research what the hell an A-list millionaire was. I didn't care. I wasn't there yet. I was just trying to get to manager. You know what I mean? Don't feel overwhelmed that you have to know everything all at once. You don't. As you get to that level, you learn about it, right? You're not going to study algebra 2 while you're still in algebra 1. So take time. Take the time to learn and grow. If I sign up an associate with social and they sign up to prefers, they will not be a consultant. To be a consultant, you need 1 on the left on auto ship with social and 1 on the right on auto ship with social. That is the definition of a consultant. You will still get the $25 commission, the PIB. As a preferred customer, you will get that commission on the pack, but you will not get to rank advance if they are a preferred customer. And what I tell them is, if you do not feel comfortable to give me the social, you can simply log into your back office. There is a big green box that says unlock your full potential. Put your social security number in there in the privacy of your own home so you can begin gaining all the benefits. Okay, so consultant, 1 on the left with social, 1 on the right with social, at least 100 points. Manager is when, let's say, husband and mom, both associates, right? 2 associates on the left and the right. Once husband and mom find 2 with social, then you become a manager. You need socials to rank advance. And it's basically you plus 2, then plus 2, you plus 2, then plus 2, 10 times over. Let me see if I have a piece of paper where I can draw this, or let me see if I can do a screen share to help you guys. Screen share, Google, Isagenix, Crystal Executive Map. Can you guys see my screen? I see Carol. Can you nod if you can see it? Yes. Okay, perfect. So this is you, right? This is Donna. Donna signs up husband, 100 points. Donna signs up mom, 100 points with social. Okay? Now, this is Crystal manager. This is still Donna, but now mom has 2 friends. See, mom has 2 friends. And husband has 2 friends, both with social. If you do that within 60 days, you will get an additional 250 bonus. Plus you get $100 for 1 consultant here and 1 consultant here. That's $450. Crystal director is mom and 2 friends, husband 2 friends, Aunt Jody with 2 friends, Uncle Joe with 2 friends. You basically need 6 consultants. A consultant is 1 person with 2 friends. That's 6 times. If you do that within 120 days, that's a $750 bonus and you hit Crystal Director. What you are shooting for, and this is a doozy, is Crystal Executive. You need 5 friends on the left. You need 5 friends on the right, all with 2 friends. Essentially, it's 30 people, right? When you have that, mom with her 2, husband with her 2, aunt with her 2, uncle with his 2, when you do that 10 times, you get a $1,000 bonus if you do it within 180 days. Plus, you get $100 for each consultant, which is another $1,000. Now you're eligible to get 10% of what all your consultants are making. So this is what I want you to print, and this is what I want you to really work on is who are your 10. And 10 people with 2 friends, I mean, it's not that complicated. And we have 6 months to do it. But the bonuses, the leadership pools are incredible. So right now, if you're a consultant, get to manager. The 2 people that you found, help them find 2 people. Help them get their products paid for. It increases retention. Once you get to manager, you read about the holiday bonus pool and how much extra money you're going to get every quarter. Once you do that and you hit director, and you got to have a plan, you got to know when you're going to hit it, then you figure out all the things that come with the next level. Don't worry so far in advance. Once you get there, you learn about it. Don't get overwhelmed. So understanding the comp plan takes time. We talked about the day 5 excitement call. Locking arms, I'm going to connect you guys with a partner today, and I really want you all to stay accountable. I want you to be friends with your partner. I want you to check in with each other once a week. And I really want you guys to give it your all. I want you not to be afraid to challenge your partner and say, well, Nikki, how many enrollments are you going for this week? I mean, I do it every month with Irina and Vicky. Irina told me for January she's going to have 8 enrollments, 2 consultants, and 1 manager. What is the max on each leg to re-enroll? I don't know what that means, re-enroll. But I don't really want to get too much into detail about the compensation plan. What does that mean, re-enroll?
When you go back up, you said when you max out of your BV on both sides. You mentioned it the other day. Someone had asked, so I was curious.
You need $75,000 on one leg and $150,000 on your other leg to make $13,500 a week. That's max out.
Okay.
All right. Focus on getting to manager right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was someone else asked this question.
Yeah, you'll learn the comp plan as you go. I promise you, you'll get it. In the beginning, it was very overwhelming. I had no idea what binary meant, legs, all that stuff. It was a little bit crazy, but just, like a cleanse day, take it in increments, a little bit at a time. So I'm going to match you guys up with people. I'm going to lock in Irina with Lisa. I'm going to ask Jennifer Peterson to partner with Nikki. I'm going to have Carol and Jade. I'm going to have Dawn Harmon lock arms with Donna. How about Elizabeth and Christine DiBenedetto? Christine and Liz, superstars. How about Sally and Karen? I see Nicole, Ann, and Jenny. And I see someone says iPhone. Tasha, who did not go? Tasha and Nadina. Did everyone get called? Okay, so you got yourself an accountability business partner now. That's pretty sweet. I mean, I paid $200 a week for a mentor. You got one for free. You've got an accountability partner that you're going to check in with. You're going to set goals. You're not, you're just going to support each other. Liz is going to IM you and say, hey, Christine, this week I'm shooting for 3 enrollments. Hold me to it. Lock my ass down, check in on me, and vice versa. And Christine said she's going to hit Crystal Manager. Liz, I want you to stay on top of it and be like, come on, girl, you said you can do it. Just help one another. That's all this is about. And if you have a question, support each other. Together, you can figure out more. So accountability partners, I think that checking in and seeing one another's progress and locking arms and staying accountable is very helpful. We've got a great system for enrolling. I mean, we've done a couple prospecting calls. We have the cake thing. I think that for most of us, it's just about penciling the time and doing it. When you lock into your calendar 2 to 3 hours of sit your butt in the chair activity, that's when you really put the thing into motion. And even if you are afraid of calling someone, I have to tell you, as many people that I've spoken to, I've never got hung up on, I've never got cursed at, no one's ever been rude to me. The worst thing that they've ever said is no. No, it doesn't sound like it's for me. And that's okay. Even then I say, well, would it be all right if I try you back in a month? No is never no. I think no and O is that they simply don't know, KNOW, right? They don't know. They don't know how great they're designed to feel. They don't understand the freedom of working from home, not yet. So it really is about, making that list, making your map to executive, continuously adding to that list, adding friends on Facebook, doing 3-way phone calls, scheduling those 3-way phone calls, asking for support on the team. We've got a great system, the 6 simple steps. Use it. Use our simple systems. It talks about how to coach someone, how to walk them through the back office, how to enroll a new member, quick start business, Facebook posting. I mean, all helpful stuff. I think Isagenix Business and that HB team were probably my 2 best websites where I got my most knowledge and know-how. And then I just listen to my podcast, whenever I drive to get the kids, and I always pick up a little nugget here and there. We talked about objections and social media and how incredible social media can be. And I would really like you all to speak with your partner and talk about what rank you're at and how to get to your next one. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about leadership, because everyone's so worried about being a leader and leading the team. And I have to be honest with you. nobody really knows if they're a leader or not. You don't really come into this to become a leader, and many of us don't even know how to or want to be leaders. But what I think being a good leader is just having the balls to go first, and always being a good example and showing up even when you don't want to. So I want to talk to you guys about a few simple things that you can do as someone who's growing into your leadership role. The first one is don't settle for mediocre. For me, everyone can do just nah. You know, everyone can wake up and kind of sort of try to do this and kind of treat this as a hobby. I decided that I didn't want to be average, right? I wanted to be good at this. And I started following so many great women in the network marketing industry. And I just thought, like, what if? Why couldn't I be like one of them? What's stopping me, right? Me. And I made a decision very early on that I wasn't going to be average, that if I was going to do this, I was going to take this thing to the top. And little by little, I started growing. But I think for me, the biggest actions were just commitment, consistency, and really dedicating myself to do this each and every day. So I would not challenge you all, but I would encourage you all to be better than average. Remember, we started the call by talking about the difference between 211 degrees and 212 degrees. That's all it takes, is to be somebody spectacular in this industry, is that one extra degree of work, commitment, passion, thoughtfulness. Really, so decide today that you don't want to be average, that you don't want to be doing like everybody else. You know, 10% of the people in this industry make it. Are you going to be a 10%er, or are you going to be one of the 90 that blames, oh, my husband, the comp plan, the products? I'm not going to blame anybody else. If this doesn't work out, it's on me. It's because I didn't give it my all. Because I have seen way too many people succeed at this to say that this doesn't work, right? So we are that factor that's going to make it or break it. And it's going to come from being better than average, putting in more work than the average Joe. If everybody else is making 3 phone calls, you know what? I'm going to put in 5 because I'm going to get this business off the ground. Doing that little bit more in the beginning. But in 4 years, I mean, you could be really chilling, living really, you know, not having to worry about some of the things that we're faced with. Be a thoughtful leader. The more you can position yourself, well, you know what? Being a thoughtful leader is really about reaching down and helping everyone. And in the beginning, I thought that it was really concerning myself with the people that I enrolled. But because of our spectacular compensation plan, you can find a gold nugget who's 4 or 5 levels underneath you, right? So, Irina, maybe you have someone who Nicole has enrolled, who they have enrolled. It is worth it for you to be a thoughtful leader and send a welcome message and introduce yourself and reach down, give a hand up and pull someone up, because when you have people in your downline, they look up to you like, whoa, she's my leader, you know? And I think just being a little bit thoughtful, sending a welcome message, introducing yourself, reaching out and shooting a text, I think that this is going to make it extra more special for them. Trust. I think that being a person who is trustworthy is very important. I don't engage in any gossip. I don't engage in any drama. I don't care what they say about me. It doesn't matter to me at all, you know. And if they're talking, that ain't such a bad thing. It means you're in action, girl. So don't worry about it if people are talking, you know. If they weren't talking, it means you ain't doing nothing. So, trust is very important. When somebody comes to you and confides in you and tells you that they're going through some difficult times, whether it's personal or professional, I think that you have to be a trustworthy person, because that's going to allow the rest of your team to know that they can come to you and share with you and confide in you. I think that's very important. I think that being honest and authentic and never, playing fake with anyone is a pretty important thing. Forgetting the money and remembering that we are in a people business, and the more people that you can help will be a total reflection on how fast your team is going to grow, right? Because it's not just about your 10. It's about helping those 10 and those 10 and those 10. And before you know it, you'll have 1,000 people underneath you. So don't make it about money. I don't care what pack they're getting started with. What matters to me is that they're putting the products in their body. So remember how important personal lives are. Remember that what we're doing is really life-changing. And to many, this is just a godsend. And, you have to keep this gift at the forefront of your mind every day. Maintaining a systematic process. And we talked about that. 3 conversations, 3 follow-ups, 3 posts, 3 new leads. You have to be systemized. You have to have your planner on your desk, and you have to really work this and treat this like a business. If I give you keys to a store, and I'm like, all right, here you go. You can make as much as you want. You are now a business owner. I mean, are you going to walk in there around Christmas and open up the doors at 12 and close up shop at 4? Hell no. You're going to open up them doors at 8 a.m. You're going to stay open until 8 p.m. and you're going to treat this like your business. This is a global business, guys. You are now set up to run a virtual business in 14 countries. Are you connecting with people outside of the U.S.? Are you building locally and growing globally? Are you treating this like a global business? You're an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter how much you've made or how many people. You are a part of something magnificent that most people have never even heard of. So you have to treat this like, big. Don't be afraid to be innovative, be creative, do fun stuff amongst your team. If someone on my team, if someone who I personally sponsored finds 2 friends in their first week, I'm giving them an extra $50 out of my own pocket. I am proud of them for finding new friends. For going consultant that quickly. So be innovative, play games, give contests, do fun things amongst your team. What people love most about Isagenix, besides the products, is the culture. This is fun. We have a great community. We have a great team. So make this fun. And something that I've learned recently is utilizing people on my team for their strengths. You don't want to be the be-all and the end-all to everyone, because that just gets so exhausting. It's great. It's so humbling when people come to you and it's so flattering. But I promise you that when you have 5,000 people, you're going to be tired. So you want to work together. You want to say Donna, you want to say, Lisa, you're great at enrolling. I want you to do 3-way phone calls with me and you help me enroll them. And I'm really good at making consultants, so I'll do all your day 5s with you so we can create more consultants. You know what I mean? I do that with Ed. He sucks at enrolling, but he's a great consultant maker. So we use each other for what we can. Heather Lynch is awesome when it comes to launch parties. She's not even in my 4 PET. But if I'm having a launch party, she's my go-to girl. She's fun. She's social. She makes it exciting. As you build a team, have people. There's a great personality test. I'm going to remember what it's called, and I'm going to post it in our 5-day group. But have your team take the color code personality test. Have them take the other personality test. I'm going to find it. My friend Delray sent it, and I'll put it up. But play to people's strengths. Find out where your team is good at, and forget about their weaknesses. It means so much to somebody when you call them and you're just like, oh my God, girl, you've been doing an amazing job, right? That really touches someone. If my upline ever noticed me and ever said some positive things to me, I would have probably still been with them. You know, you want to appreciate people for what they're doing and who they are, and people are trying. You have to remember, people have kids, jobs, families, children. People have a million things going on, and they're here because of you. They're giving this thing a shot because of you. They don't know if it's going to freaking work or not, but they're here because they trust you. So at the very least you can do is recognize them, appreciate them, give them a kind word. Recognition is so, so important, right? It's just send somebody a little gift in the mail. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, a card, a text message, just to let them know that, you know, you're a rock star. And for me, investing in your people, like I have my base, you know, like the people that I started with, like Vicky and Sophia, like the people that have been with me for 3 years, they're like my homies. They're like friends now. Like they've become like family. I can't picture like Ed and his wife not being a part of my life anymore. So you really want to invest in your first 5. You want to spend the most time with them. I think that your rock stars are the ones who you really have to invest in. And if you haven't found your rock stars yet, that's fine. But they're looking to you for guidance, for leadership, for direction. Choose a book. Start a book club with them. Learn together. Grow together. Grab them by the arms and say, let's go to this event together. You know, all you're doing is growing together and getting better together. If you get to a point where you think you're better than someone else or you think you know it all, you're in trouble, because that's where all the learning stops. That's really serious business. You always have to be like a sponge. You always have to be humble, and you always want to keep focused on what the task at hand is. Be confident in what you're doing. Be transparent when you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's okay. You don't have to know everything. Your team's going to love it when you say, I don't know, but let's figure it out together. Having integrity, I mean, for me, it's the most important thing. Being inspirational. When I am the most raw, when I am the most real, when I expose the most personal shit about my life, that's when I get the most likes on Facebook, right? So being an inspiration, being passionate, so important to have passion. People are going to sign up with you because of the passion, because they like you, they trust you, and because your passion, they can feel that. Be patient. Takes people time to learn, takes people time to be confident. You want to be very patient with your team. It takes somebody a good 3 to 6 months before they have any direction or really know what they're doing. You have to be there to answer questions. You have to be really patient with them. Some people get it quick and are independent and self-sufficient and will go on the website and do everything on their own, whereas other people need a little bit of hand-holding. So for me, that is very important. You want to be open-minded. If somebody comes to you with some new ideas and says, hey, you know, I have this great, you know, thing, even though we have a system, and I feel like, you know, reinventing the wheel is never a great idea because we have a great system that works. But if someone comes to me with a great idea or someone volunteers to step up, my gosh, let them shine. You know, definitely be open-minded about stuff like that. Empowering people, I think, is very important. And I think that's the biggest key. What I can tell you guys from a personal standpoint is that I found good people along the way that believed in me long before I believed in myself. And that gave me the courage and the belief, and I felt empowered that, you know what, maybe they see something in me, and maybe I've got something, and maybe I can do this, you know. So when you have the ability to pour that belief and pour that greatness and empower someone, I think it's so important to give that, because that's what this is about. This isn't about go find 10 people. This is about, girl, you are magnificent. You're going to change the world. You are meant to do this. And when you can empower someone with persistence, with generosity, with belief, with love, with acceptance, they're going to do amazing things. They're not sure, but it's you constantly pouring greatness into them that's going to make them do great things. And learn how to be a good communicator. I think that being able to speak with your team when there's issues at hand, and there will be issues and there will be drama and people will come and go. I think being open, learning how to be a great communicator will come with time and patience, right? But I think that we all have our heart in the right place here. And I think we all want to do this for the right reasons. So if bumps come up along the road, and they will, and that's okay, learn how to talk about it, nip it in the bud, and move on, as fast as possible. But if you think about it, I mean, it's not scientific, it's not difficult, and it really is about the person who talks to the most people wins. Right? Talk to people, some will sign, some won't. Talk to people, some will sign, some won't. The ones that sign, maybe they'll go consultant, maybe they won't. All you're doing is building a team and teaching them how to do the same. But by being honest, authentic, passionate, standing in integrity, building all these wonderful traits up in yourself, people are going to want to join you. More and more will come around, I promise. In the beginning, we kind of reach those low-hanging fruit, right? Like the family, the friends, the best friends that you probably feel bad to say no. But eventually people will come around because they do sense a leadership role in you. People will begin to come to you because you're credible, you're reliable, and you are producing results. It takes time to get to that level of leadership, but if you keep going, it will be there. I promise. People are going to want to join you because of the results that you're producing. And that's going to come for all of us, So I want to hear what your goals are for the next 30 days. I want to know what you guys are going to be doing differently. And I really want to know what you have taken away from this training. Because you guys have got all the basics now to go out there and rock this. So what is going to make this month, this year, this week different than the last for you? You've got the skills, you've got the know-how, you've got the tools, you've got the support. You know that the answer lies within you, right? So what is going to be different for you this time? What are you going to take away and implement into your business so you cannot function at 211%, but you can be the steam that powers a freaking freight train? Okay, so let's start with Irina. Give me some of your takeaways and what are you going to do?
Well, I think I'm going to do more three-way calls because I haven't been doing them like I should. And for my business wise, I've been like going full force. So I'm like, there's nothing else I can do right now because I'm like talking to a million people, posting in groups every free second I have. I talk, but I really want to try to set hours because I feel like it's too crazy between my kids and then trying to do this. Like I'm spreading myself out so thin. Like I need like an hour or two, like just to like, just relax. Cause I feel like sometimes I just have no time for that. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do that, Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point because you can't operate this way. In 2-3 years, you'll burn out and you'll say that it is.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So awesome. So you're going to start utilizing more three-way phone calls. Did you learn anything new during the boot camp?
I just absorb everything. I feel like I just take it in every time you say anything and I just follow you all the time. So I know everything basically.
Yeah.
On every single call of yours. So I know exactly what's going on. I feel like.
Yeah, you're awesome and you're very coachable and it's going to work. And I want to remind you guys that busy season is January, March, May, and September, right? January, March, May, and September. That's when all the flowers sprout. The rest of the time, we're planting seeds. So don't get discouraged if your enrollments seem low in December. It's normal. Don't get discouraged if, February the enrollments are down, because March they're going to go back up. It's about keeping your head in the game, staying consistent, and really not giving up. So, Irina, your partner is Lisa. So,
Yes.
Lisa, what was your takeaway? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. You're muted.
Just going over how to handle the objections. I thought that was really good to just, I don't know. I felt like we were very specific about the handling the objections, and I thought that was helpful.
Awesome.
And as far as like what I'm going to change, I think I definitely want to go to more event, like do launch parties and stuff like that. I think that's important for me.
Okay. Do you have business hours that you're going to set?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't set them, but I probably, like me, I'll just do it if I had 24 hours a day. If I have to.
But don't burn yourself out.
Right.
This also has to be fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
I'll figure that out.
well, you and Irina are going to figure it out together. Right? So Irina meet Lisa, Lisa meet Irina. You guys are accountability partners. You're both very close to executives. So I really want you guys to hold each other to it. Stay on top of each other. Push each other. Don't be afraid to call her and say, how many enrollments are you going to give me this week? Right? You're going to bring out the best in each other. How about Jennifer?
Hello. I think I just need to rearrange my schedule because I work 10 to 12 hours a day, and I work 10 days on and 4 days off. So I just need to figure out what hours and put back, and even on my days off, and because my goal is to become manager and obviously move up from there. But even today, I was overhearing a conversation about someone trying to lose weight, and normally I would have kind of backed off and like, maybe I shouldn't approach them, but I did approach her, and we're going to be talking. So that is my goal, is to just start talking to more people. I'm always listening, but sometimes I end up walking away regretting not talking to them.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely opening myself up more.
Yeah, give her a big hand, guys. I think, that 3 seconds of bravery is what it takes. You got to be proactive. And I promise you, the more you start doing it, the easier it will become. So, Jennifer, who is your partner? Nikki?
Nikki.
Okay. Hey, Nikki, meet Jen.
Hi.
What are you going to do differently?
So I was making a list. What am I going to do in the next 30 days? Well, I've already started. I joined, I think I got 9 new groups that I joined on Facebook. So that was a new thing. All of this is still new for me. I'd like to get to consultant. I have one. I need another. And then you mentioned Heather is the rock star with the launch parties. Well, she's the one that enrolled me. So why would I not take advantage of that opportunity? And I think what really hit home for me during this week is every day, just you talking about, it's more than just selling the product. It's listening to the person. Share your 30-second story, but let them share their story, and just being genuine. Sometimes when you're learning the business, you start spewing off the product information instead of truly listening to what their needs are. And so I think maybe that's a skill that I will need to kind of hone in and get better at over time.
Yeah, it takes practice to be interested as opposed to interesting, because we want to tell everyone about us, but we often don't stop and listen to them. Nikki, what rank are you running to?
So I've got to get one more for consultant. So that's my short term. And then the next one after that would be the manager.
Okay, awesome. So I am challenging you and Jennifer to hit manager before February 1st. Okay, now you have a deadline. Irina and Lisa are pushing for executive. I say before NYKO. You got until the 14th. You can do it. How about Carol? Let me unmute you, Carol. There you go.
I didn't want to touch it. Okay. What do you want me to start with?
Well, tell me what you took away that you can implement into your business.
I definitely will be setting hours. There was just so much. I think definitely the 3 ways. I haven't been using them near as much as. I had a lot of problem with people that just were like not even wanting to get on a 3-way, and instead of like giving it a choice, just setting it up from the get-go. I was having issues with that. So I definitely will be doing that. Absolutely.
What are you manager yet, Carol?
Well, we thought I was, but then one of the people that my daughter had enrolled under her is inactive, so no.
Okay.
So, so my goal is to get to manager and bypass that real quickly.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And your partner is Jade. So Jade, what's your goal? Oh, I'm unmuting. You guys unmute yourselves because I'm unmuting you. Sorry.
My goal right now is to get a consultant. I want to do that maybe by next week. I have some people that want to get started and stuff, or just like want to talk more. So I'll get them on 3 ways with you possibly, and then after that, just get manager. I guess in the next month.
Yeah, perfect. So far, great matches. So I would challenge Jade and Carol to both get to manager before the end of the month. Not hard, 6 friends. You +2, them +2. That's it. You know, you already have 1, Jade. So it's really 5 more friends. And if you ask people to put up a post for you, they certainly will. They will put up a post, and people are very inclined to help you. So it's a matter of finding the time, being proactive, asking for referrals, and really just giving it a go. How about Dawn?
So my goal this month is to hit 2-star, Golden Circle, and then Crystal Executive again. I'm 2 consultants short. So, and I have to tell you, I mean, I've been doing this a while, and this was amazing, Angela. I mean, you are phenomenal. Like, every time we talk, I feel like you're getting stronger and stronger, and it was awesome. Anyway.
I love you. It means the world.
Seriously, because, you know, I've learned all this, but just hearing it again, and this was so polished, and just the organization of these 5 days was phenomenal. So thank you.
That means a lot. Thank you, Dawn. We all have the ability to grow and get better.
So the some of the things I'm going to work on are ask for referrals more, and I don't do that enough at all. So I'm going to email everyone. I'm going to utilize your email that you posted. And then I did start doing it today. I bought a planner. So I always do everything on my phone, but honestly, the last 3 days, putting things in writing made a huge difference. So
awesome.
And then I'm going to commit to 10 office hours, at least 10 hours a week, and focus on like an hour before I work my job, an hour to 2 at night, and then an hour at lunch. So it'll probably be more than 10 hours. And then I joined a bunch of groups, and my goal is to add new consultants this month. So that's where I am.
Do you guys hear the difference in the talk? Do you hear the talk of a 2-star? Right? I mean, I hear it, I'm telling you, with every star you grow as a leader, you become more confident, you become more focused on the task at hand. I mean, you have got 2-star goals, you've got 2-star attitudes. There's no reason in the world why it's not going to happen for you, and quickly. You know what needs to be done already.
I do.
Yeah, and I see the confidence and the power and the oomph behind it. And I'm so glad that I paired you with Donna. I think it's a great match. Donna is fairly new, but she's a hustler. So you guys are really going to keep each other on your toes. I'm so far happy with the random matches. So thank you, Dawn. Donna, how about you? What are your goals?
Well, I have a lot of goals, but right now, first and foremost, is to keep it simple. That's one of the things that a huge takeaway and an area of opportunity for me to grow is to really just hone in on that 30-second story, being 2% about me, 98% about them, being a better listener. And that being said, I want to be able to brand myself better. And I feel that I have the contacts and the resources, even globally, from my prior positions, from the last 18 years. It's just a matter of getting confident and being able to tap into those resources. So I took away so much from this last 5 days. But I think for me personally, it's starting with keeping it simple, that 30-second, really mastering that, and then tapping into all my resources amongst yourself and the team, getting pearls from everybody, and then kind of branding myself amongst what I learn. So that's what my big, huge takeaway, although objection handling and all those other things that we went over each day were just as helpful. And my goal short term is to make manager. And then long term, who knows? The world is out there. It's just a matter of, keeping it simple and keeping it real and keeping it going.
I think it's awesome. Be very task specific. Like I will challenge myself. I will say, okay, Ange, today I'm going to text 10 people on Facebook asking for the referrals, and I'll start with the letter A. And then if you go to your cell phone, they're in alphabetical order, which is, it literally takes 2 minutes to copy and paste that message. So if you go to your, the side, then you go to the friends button, right? And then when you look at the friends button, they will literally be they stay in order, they don't change. So I remember if I stop from my friend Gil, I'll remember to go to the next one, so I stopped with my friend Gil. So tomorrow I will challenge myself to inbox that message that I put up in our group to 20 friends. So stay very task oriented. Say tomorrow you're going to send that text message to everyone whose name starts with Z in your cell phone, and do your first 10 or 20 friends on Facebook. Just start. And I promise you, that 10 seconds of bravery, it's going to be huge, because if you text 10 people and if you inbox on Facebook 20 people, I promise you at least 2 of them are going to say, oh, I'm interested. That sounds great. And all you're doing is literally copying and pasting a message. So just put in your book, 10 Zs and 10 Facebook friends. The next day, text 10 people, text everyone whose name starts with Y, and do the next 10 friends on Facebook. When I do it from the computer, the order of the name shifts. When I do it from my cell phone, the order of the names never, it's always with the person that I left off with. So I can go back and I can look and I can say, oh, okay, well, I already messaged Lori Ann that message. And it's literally the same message that I put in my group. Hi, Lori, I'm working really hard to get as many people back on track with their health goals. I literally just send this message to every single person. And I'm thinking, if I have 2,000 friends on Facebook who are non-isogenics, and I send, 20 messages a day. It'll take me some time to get through them, depending on how many I want to send. But if you're sending 2,000 messages, I promise you will get at least 30 conversations.
Awesome.
Give yourself action steps. Challenge yourself. Say, today I'm going to go into 3 stores and leave my business cards with the owner. It's like, pushing yourself a little bit. Because if I said to myself, I'm just going to post on Facebook and just sit around and see what happens, there has to be some action on your part to start this business in motion. You cannot just sit around and wait.
I started giggling. I thought of you today. I got my hair done, and I did ask my hairdresser for any referrals. And I said, you're like a counselor. I said, you know everybody's business. You know the ins and outs. I said, if anybody's looking for more energy, weight loss, please refer them to me. And she said, of course, she said she will. I can't give her up and go to another salon, but I will tempt myself to go to different nail places, even though right now I can't afford it. But when I do, I'm going to go shift around and network that way in terms of trying to do what you have mentioned about going to different places.
Yeah, what about even holding an event? Ask the salon if they would be open to doing like a Divas night where you serve wine and you guys talk about the programs, just say a health and wellness night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like a Tasty Thursday, or even leaving some of your business cards on her desk and say, you know what, I'll refer you, you refer me.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah. So, Dawn and Donna, that's great. So, Donna's running to manager. Dawn's running back to 2-star executive. So I want weekly check-ins, you guys holding each other accountable, talking with one another, challenging each other, say, Donna, did you text 10 friends today? I'm going to message, 20 on Facebook. Don't be afraid to push each other. Sometimes we need a little challenge and a little competitive nature. When Irina tells me that she enrolled 3 people, that puts my ass to work because I'm like, oh no, she didn't enroll 3 people and I sat here and did nothing. A little fun and friendly competition is great. How about Christine?
So my short-term goal is I'm a stone's throw away from manager. So I'm determined to get that done by the end of this month. Hopefully by the end of 2 weeks. I just want to get that done. My long-term goals, I definitely want to build myself up as a great coach, and be able to learn the system, learn the business. I have to focus on going to the site, reading up on the comp plan because I'm still so incredibly confused over it, but I know I'll get it eventually. But my goal is to just do that for a while and focus on how to learn and how to explain it to myself and then others. What I took away from this, so many things. I mean, I'm giving out my cards. It's funny that you said the alphabetical thing. You froze, but that's okay. The alphabetical thing, because I just did that before I came on here with Facebook. I just typed A in messages, copied the heck out of your post, and put it into theirs. And I kept hearing it click like they're answering me now. And I think I sent out about 10 of them before I got on the call. So I'm learning different venues of how to just get it out there and open up people's minds, get referrals. So it really took a lot out of it as far as, jumping ahead and not just doing the same old.
Yeah.
And setting up a schedule, on my day off, everything I need to get done, I get done ASAP in the morning. And then I have time to clean and then I have time to sit, So I have to have that schedule with me. Otherwise, I'll just start freaking out all day. And I tell people, I can't talk right now. I'm at work. Even if I lie, can't talk right now. I'm doing this. How about I give you a call later? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm learning how to set myself up and make my rules and make my hours and figure it out. So that's what I got out of this.
I love it.
Yeah.
Make my rules. And we should make our rules because this is our business. and it's got to be fun, and it's got to be convenient, and it's got to be worth it.
Yeah.
You don't want to wear yourself out, and so many people wear themselves thin, and then they're like, what am I doing this for? A cycle a week? It's not worth it.
Right. And even if it is a cycle a week right now, I can use that extra downtime to figure things out, you know, and it's okay. So it's good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you, Christine. So we're running for manager, and I think Elizabeth is a great partner for you.
Yeah.
Liz is a manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Liz is running for director. Liz is also fairly new. So you guys are going to be learning a lot of this stuff together and recommending different podcasts to one another. You know, if you listen to a great podcast, Christine, and you're like, ooh, this really helped me, listen to this, Liz. But you guys are going to help each other and support each other. I think that's great.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me some of your goals and your takeaways, Liz.
Well, I'm definitely racing towards Crystal Director. I have about a month left for that. I really think I can do it. I definitely took away from this working on making consultants and sharing that vision better. And definitely the 5 touches was a huge, light bulb for me. I need to not be so scared to share the business side with people.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of my people right now, my early people that I signed up in, middle of October when I started, are like the conveyor belt people, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't do that right. So I definitely want to change that. And I definitely need to set my hours for sure. Night times work well for me. I need daytime hours. My kids are just so unpredictable right now with nap time. So I'm trying to figure out if I can do 1 or 2 calls during the day and then the rest at night. But I'm still working on that.
Yeah. For every mistake, for every screw up, for everything, it's so great, because if you didn't mess it up, you wouldn't learn how to get better. And, I'm telling you, there have been times where I've had to apologize to people and say, I was terrible. It's funny, I did the comp plan training in our group on a Facebook Live, and I sent it to one of my Isogenics friends who's a millionaire, and I said, would you review this for me and critique it? And she took a red pen and she was like, all right, first of all, you told them they can make $17,000 a week and it's $13,500. And you mentioned them that once they become consultant, they start accruing points. And really, once they're active, they start accruing points. And I screwed up so much. But you know what? Like, if you don't put yourself out there and if you don't take a chance and try, you're not really going to learn how to get better. I'm not the best at explaining the comp plan. But you know what? I've got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it if I'm going to learn and grow. And that's how we all get better, is by taking chances. I still suck at launch parties, but I'm committed to having one every 2 weeks. Most of the time no one shows and it's just me and my husband sitting there eating the chips and eating the bars. But you know what? If you're committed, I'm telling you, I always think about Hillary Courtney and that Chinese Chamber of Commerce. You got to start somewhere, and that somewhere is really the desire to get better. So I think you guys are going to be a wonderful team.
Got it, Christine.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. I think we randomly picked good people. Good partners, good matches so far. How about Sally? Tell me some of your goals. Hang on, I'll unmute you. There you are.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, after last night, I posted in 20 groups, or joined 20 groups and posted. So that's a big change for me to do different. I have talked to Vicki and Christine, and I'm going to do a launch party, an online launch party. I have set office hours. I am, when we were on the call, it's kind of a combination of everything. When we were on the call the last week in Australia, she had talked about seizing the opportunity, and it just finally clicked with me. So I have gotten braver, and like I was at the dentist with my kids this week, and I talked to 5 people while I was at the dentist. So I'm really, it's a changing mindset. It's very different from my personality.
Yeah.
I'm definitely seizing the opportunities more. I'm doing 3-way calls, and I would like to be a manager by the end of the month.
Awesome. So did I pick a great partner for you? Karen is very familiar with the network marketing profession. Karen is in the real estate industry, right? Or was. And she is not afraid to talk to nobody. So I think I picked somebody great that would be a tremendous help for you. So thank you for sharing your goals and your takeaways. How about you, Karen?
Well, I don't know how you know that I am as outgoing as I am, but I am, and I do not have any fear of talking to people. I'm very familiar with MLM. I have no fear of approaching people. I have no fear of contacting people. I found out one very interesting thing today. I've started a lot of Facebook groups, so I'm actually an administrator of a lot in my town, but I've realized that there are probably about a dozen Isagenix consultants that are all kind of lurking around, because I posted today a post with my son I didn't feel like cooking, so I chopped up some chicken and I gave my son raw vegetables and dip because he loves raw vegetables. And I wrote a post because my 7th day is Monday. So Monday, that's my short-term goal. I'm going to blow things out of the water because I know my result is going to be sick, because I already know how much weight I've lost right now, and it's way past what my expectations.
It's ridiculous.
It's sick. So I'm going to probably be 10 pounds or more.
Guys, week 1 is when you want to get your people to post, because there is never like those 7-day results. That is crazy. I'm telling you.
So I am so glad that my timing, I mean, Lisa asked me, she talked to me when she very first started, and I am so glad my timing is what it is, because to be able to have done this, to listen to you for an hour each night, a lot of what you said is things that I know, things that I've learned, things that I've known, but you were able to focus it to the products for me, focus it to, how Isagenix works. So I was able to pick it up quickly because I can still relate it to other things that I've done. But I'm really excited because I sat here after I posted this little picture and my correspondence with my son saying, something regarding, I'm trying to make him eat healthy now, and I wrote, when mom decides she's losing weight, this is the post you get from your son, something like that, on Facebook. And with that, I got one immediate response, Facebook Messenger, from a very good friend of mine who's on my list of people I'm going to contact. And I saw what she wrote, and I had to laugh because I knew it was Isagenix. And, I have a nutritional cleansing program, and then she sent me this text. And so I responded to her right back, and I said Isagenix, and we started having a conversation about it. And then within 10 minutes, 4 other people also Facebook messaged me. But what made me realize is out of these 5 people that messaged me, 4 of them were already on my list of who I was going to reach out to first. They were like in my top 50 of who I'm reaching out to. And I'm thinking, how stupid are they to not have reached out to me sooner? Okay?
This is huge, folks.
How stupid are they?
If you don't tell, somebody else will. And that's why every day I'm messaging, I'm posting, I'm texting, I'm asking for referrals, because if they're going to think of weight loss, energy, getting healthy, I want them to get it from me. You don't want to wait around. You don't want your fears to hold you back. You're right. Had they approached you, maybe you would have been with them instead of Lisa.
I mean, it was just really crazy because they've been doing this. the one who I was texting with, this is her second bad at it. And she just basically said the first time she just kind of took the drink. She wanted to lose weight quick, but she got sidetracked and she really didn't do anything with it. But now she decided that she wants to try to do something with it. So we were having a conversation about it, but it was really pretty fascinating because I'm thinking she's not getting the kind of support that I know I'm going to have. So I'm really excited because I've been president of 2 Chamber of Commerces. I've done so many different things that it's like I feel like we all prepare for things in our lives and everything happens. And there's so many things that I've done. It's like, I work so hard at this, I work so hard at that. But this was something that I talked about with Lisa, and I said, you know what, I am really excited because now I kind of feel like I have some answers because I've learned so many other things at multi-level marketing companies. And it's like I can take all of my experiences and everything that I've learned and be able to put in this. I can't tell you, I can talk for like another hour, but I'm not. I'm so excited, I'm going to burst. Okay, I'm also going to burst because I really have to pee, but I start cleansing tomorrow, so Lisa is going to call me up with that really exciting phone call after we get off of here.
But it's like everything in your life has brought you to this point.
That's exactly it.
All the knowledge, all the tools. Are you going to NYKO?
No, I'm not.
Man, Sophia has a free ticket. You should reconsider because boy, would you be lit up.
Wow. But I mean, see, the timing was perfect on so many levels. My mother was just diagnosed with diabetes. I know that that's me fast forward, not in 30 years, like, because she's in her 80s, but it's fast forward me in 10 years because she wasn't fat when she was 50. So I'm sitting there going, okay, you know what, this is serious business for me on the losing weight part, but the fact that I'm going to be my own walking billboard, I mean, this is sick. I sold Craftmatic adjustable beds. Okay, I have sold things that you just can't even imagine.
Jay Bennett, our number 2 income earner, sold pantyhose. So we get it. Sally, did I find you a good match?
So I'm really excited.
Is this way you're going to keep
my short-term goal is on Monday to just blow things out of the water. I'm definitely making office hours. I'm like Lisa, I am a workhorse, so I tend to work 24 hours a day, all my waking hours, but I do know that I have to not burn myself out, so I don't have a problem with making hours. But I am definitely looking to make every single one of those goals within that time frame that they give you.
You don't want to miss that 10 grand.
Yeah, why this is like, yeah. So it makes so much sense for me. How do you not be excited if you turn around and lose weight?
I don't sleep at night, my friend. It is crazy.
Thank you for the notes in here.
Okay, so I'm going to move on because we still have 4 more. But
I'm sorry.
Don't you be sorry. Karen, you're going to be consultant by Monday. You're going to put up a good post on Monday. We're going to find 2 friends. You're going to get them on a 3-way phone call with Lisa. Sally, you're going to hit manager, and we're going to run together. You guys are a great, great combination. So I'm so far very happy about these teams. Maybe they weren't so random. It was like calling to me. How about Nicole? Nicole, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm sorry. My son's crying. Hold on. Oh my God.
I will go to Jenny first.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. What was the question?
Give me some of your takeaways and what your next
Oh, my takeaway. You know what? Like the conveyor belt thing spoke to me. I've been doing that for a freaking year, and it just kills me. So one of the things in December that I realized that really clicked for me was to shift away from that. That whole, like, I was a health coach, I was trained as a health coach, blah, blah, blah. Be quiet, Irina. And Irina just called me a dumbass because I didn't know the question. So real short, I know everyone's tired, but for me, it really clicked. So I went back to my people. I'm really trying to explain the comp plan. I'm saying, share, this is amazing. You like it, you're using it, please. I mean, some people are not interested, But now when I sign people up, I'm like constantly like, come on, let's find 2 people for you. I think for me, like it's really a shift. My new thing is I was a stay-at-home mom and now I'm a single mom, and I just need to make it my mission. I want to fire my ex-husband, right? We were talking about this. And people want to fire their boss. Women that don't, they're at home and they just want, I know a woman, she works in a hospital making $10 an hour taking pictures of babies so she can afford a manicure for herself. I mean, this is so much more than that, Yeah. So for me, that's kind of been my thing this year. And then taking that
to grow into that, Jenny, because you are a health coach. You studied at the Integrative Institute of Nutrition. You love science. You love health coaching. But it will take time to break away into that role. And
and I think it was holding me back because I was definitely getting I can't do it because you've got the knowledge. And it's like, oh girl, like literally Isagenix provides all the knowledge you would ever need times 4,000. It's not me. I'm just repeating what I read. I mean, just whether I read it 10 years ago or I read it yesterday, right? I'm just repeating.
That's why I don't talk so much science. That's why I dumb it down, because people, they're like, oh, I can't do what you do. What I do?
So now it's just like, the products are great. They work. Like, let me show you the comp plan because it's amazing. And like, I'm hoping that clicks because some of my people one guy actually said he's like losing his car, lost his house. He's got a girlfriend with 5 kids. He's like, you know what? I really want to look into this and I'm going to follow up and just be like, let me help you. Like, it's not even out of money. I was talking to someone about LuLaRoe or whatever bullshit, like $5,000 out of pocket. You have inventory. This is food and you have no inventory. It's like you
eat your overhead.
Amazing company. We know this. So for me, that's kind of been my goal. I took the Leitner, however you pronounce her last name. I'm fired up. You're going to be seeing some Instagram girl because that speaks to me. I'm kind of an introvert, and I think kind of getting some of that going would be really great. I've been friending people from groups. I've been, interacting. I've made new mom, stay-at-home mom friends, and I'm making single mom friends. Like, this is my tribe. I feel it.
Awesome.
So, it's not my people I've been enrolling. They're like people I know from Dartmouth or whatever. They make $1 million a year on Wall Street. They don't give a shit. They don't want to share. They don't care.
Yeah.
So that's not my people.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm finding it. I'm telling you, get the crystal reset going. Like, mama's got to do it.
Yeah, awesome. Fantastic. So I really like Nicole for you. Nicole is one of Irina's girls, and she's great, and she's a mama, and she's an awesome enroller, and I think you guys will make a great team. Nicole?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry. Hopefully he's quiet now. So.
All right, we'll be quick because I want to let everyone know anyway. Tell me your takeaways.
So my takeaway was the handling objections, which I really like because sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe it's just me, but the way you explains everything, like it's just not for some people, the program, or not at this moment. So I really got a lot from that.
Are you beating your son while you talk?
No, I'm patting his back. He has so much gas, this kid. That's
I hear some spanking going on. I don't want to report you.
It's his back. I'll rub it.
So Jenny is running to executive. Where are you at, Nicole?
Well, I want to get back to manager.
Okay, so we're shooting for director for you.
Okay.
They're probably going to hit the reset button. So you're going to roll back the clock, and you guys are going to, if you have an opportunity to get those bonuses, man, shoot for them. That's free money on the table. You don't want to miss that. So we're going to put director for you and executive for Jenny, and you're going to message each other with your weekly goals. This week I'm shooting for 2 enrollments, 1 consultant, and just check in on each other. Christine has to go to work. Good night, Christine. Thank you. So let's hear from Tasha and then Nadina.
All right, Mommy, what's the matter?
Hi.
Hey, Tasha.
So, what I took away is the organization. I am really good at leading, but when I have like an objective, like if you tell me what you want me to lead, I'm good with that. So I needed help with guiding me on the right direction as far as like organization, because I I'm not organized. I homeschool, so I'm going to be making schedules, which I have not done. And because of that, everything's just all over the place. I'm like, okay, we'll do school now. And every day we do school at different times, and we eat at different times. And I do calls at different times. So I want to be more scheduled and, you know, allow myself some grace too. If I don't do it exactly at that time, you know, the world's not going to end, but I want to have a guideline. So that's
Can I
for
just
me what I
pause? I just have to give it up for Tasha because my first conversation with her 2 months ago, she told me she wanted nothing to do with network marketing. She tried a million network marketing companies and they all sucked and none of them worked for her, and God is not steering her this way, and she is worried about her health, and don't even talk to her about it. And can we just give her a round of applause because she hit consulting tonight. So, Miss, I don't have anything to do with that.
You know, it's funny. I was looking back.
Oh, hang on. Oh, Tasha, hang on. Let me unmute. Sorry, I'm like messing with the. Oh goodness.
Okay, I got it.
Yes, there you are.
When my video stopped, but when I was looking back at my messages with Sabina, and all of it was like, I'm not doing this. I do not want to do a business. She's like, well, let's post something. Nope, I don't want to post anything. I don't want to do anything. My faith is very important to me, and if this wasn't something that I felt the Lord leading me on, I wouldn't do it. And I really felt like there was a lot of confirmation. A lot of things happened at the same time that just showed that this was the right path for me to be on. So that's why I'm giving it a lot more attention and a lot more care. And you know what I really love is that every time I do a training with you, you're very consistent. Like you say the same thing over and over and over again, and I need that. I can't be on a training call with you one day and you say this one thing, and then the next time you say another thing, because then I'm gonna be like, wait, what do I do? I don't know which one to do. So your consistency is huge for me. You know, to help me be consistent. Because even with other training calls and other people, they're pretty much say the same thing that you say. Everybody is on the same page. Everybody tweaks and has their own special thing that works for them, but everybody's very consistent. And I really need that structure to do the right thing, to make good choices. Awesome. So that's what I got from it. And my goals are to help my enrollees get paid, to enroll 4 more people this month, to make a schedule, to make business hours, and I want to hit manager.
Awesome. Great goals. Wonderful feedback for me. I appreciate that. And you're doing amazing. I know you're working very hard with your coach and doing 3-ways and posting on Facebook and groups. So big shout out to you. Takes time, folks. Not everybody comes in here with, you know, a straight path. Most of the time success is like wrong. You know, it's just about staying the course. How about you, Nadina?
Oh, wow. Sorry. Hold up. Trying to mute. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to thank you, Angela. Like, you are just the best. Like, this has been like the first one-on-one training I've had since I've like joined my company. My upline, she's so busy. Like, I'm not gonna say anything wrong or bad about her, but sorry, my daughter wants to scream now. But she's so busy getting new people. Like, she doesn't really focus on her, you know, people that have joined her. So I just want to thank you, just, you know, to be able to be here and hear from other people. And from this, I've joined like 15 Facebook groups, and I've actually been going out more often and talking to more people. And my goal is to reach director in my company, and I want to have 10 people join me. So that's my goal, yes.
Awesome. So I've united you with Tasha. I think you guys are going to make a great team, and you're going to help one another. So friend one another on Facebook. You know, be friends, be, you know, partners, hold each other accountable. I know that you're with 2 different companies, but you know what? We're all on the same mission, and any successful woman in network marketing is a win for us. you know? So we really want to be there to help one another and to grow. And I mean, Nadine is from a totally different company. We found each other on Facebook. She joined our boot camp. And if she learns and grows because she wasn't feeling supported, that's a good thing, guys. You know, one day you're going to be in a position where you'll get to lead and follow people and be able to lift somebody up. And it's a great feeling. There is so much abundance in network marketing. And what I've learned is that success is not a podium. It is a platform of people, and you don't want to be in this by yourself. You want to rise and lift as many people as humanly possible. So I think that you guys, Tasha's running to manager, Nadine is running to director, weekly call, weekly goals, how many people you want to enroll, how many people you want to get paid. I'm going to take a picture of this, and feel free to use this. This is an accountability tracker. This helps. This helps, and you can make your own. How many calls did I make? How many messages did I leave? How many presentations, 30-second stories did I do? How many follow-ups did I have this week? How many new enrollments? 30 minutes of self-development, 30 minutes of exercise. Use this accountability sheet. This is your Mr. Jones. This is your punch card. This is who's going to keep you accountable and on your toes. Really important. So I'm going to post that in the group as well. And stay communicating in the group. I won't close it down. Keep talking. Keep sharing. Keep holding each other accountable. You have the power to really make this business grow. I don't think I've said anything new that maybe you guys haven't heard before, but I hope at the very least I was able to reassure you that you hold the keys to your success. And if you want it bad enough, there's no reason in the world you can get it. And what I can tell you is that an airplane is not going to take off going 30. You can't half-ass this. You really got to pull that lever, cock that shit back, and give it full throttle if you're going to take off. You take off, you go hard for 90 days, and then you take a little break. You do it again, you give it a push, and then you rest. That's the beauty of this business. You know, you get to do it when it's great for you, but you really got to give it your all if you want to get into that 212-degree zone. So I'm going to post some documents, the 5 touches, the activity tracker. I think you guys are phenomenal. Thank you for showing up all 5 days. And that's it. This was a great boot camp, my favorite so far. So let me unmute everyone. I know there's a lot of babies crying at this hour. Thank you so much, guys. You did awesome.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank
You
you.
made it. You graduated.
All right, Lisa, call me.
Angela.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Lisa, call you. Lisa's ready for sleep. She's
Yeah, I
killing
know. I know. It's past her bedtime.
She ain't calling anybody tonight.
I'll call you.
Good night, girls.
Thank you, Angela.
Have a good weekend.